Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to share the highlights of a new interview with Mason Gooding, who is of course Chad in the last two Scream films and is returning for Scream 7 as well. Now he reveals some cool things about the film and he shares his opinion on Ghostface and the overall movie, having read the full script. So let's not wait any longer to dive into Mason's comments, because I am ready to roll. Let's go.
It's David Arquette, Dewey from the Scream movies, as you know. Remember, there's only one rule to surviving a horror movie, and that's subscribing to Craving Something Scary.
So Variety.com posted an interview with Mason Gooding, who shared some of his insight and perspective about the upcoming Scream 7. And the headline reads, Mason Gooding says Ghostface is the most brutal he's been in Scream 7. Scream 7 star Mason Gooding says with Kevin Williamson at the helm, who wrote the original 1996 movie-centric slasher, franchise villain Ghostface is, quote, the most brutal he's been in the 7th installment. It feels like an amplification of what's came before, and there's no better indication of that than Kevin Williamson, who wrote the original, coming back now to direct. Now, when discussing Ghostface specifically, Mason said, absolutely the most brutal he's been. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's some stuff that they do to the human body that I feel like Kevin is breaking new ground with. Now, here's the thing. When I first heard the most brutal Ghostface, that one sentence, I was like to myself, well, hold on. We've heard this before. We've heard this in Scream 5 and Scream 6, that Ghostface was going to be more brutal than ever. And they left it vague, right? That's all they would say. It's just, it's the most brutal Ghostfaces that we've seen. But unlike that, before, Mason here, he actually gives us a couple of examples. And the first one is what I just read a moment ago, where he says, but there's some stuff that they do to the human body that I feel like Kevin is breaking new ground with. So that's number one. And then Mason gives us a specific example when he says, quote, there was a prosthetic that set in the makeup trailer that actually turned my stomach over, Gooding said. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it, but it's incredible stuff. They really have an incredible effects team over there, and they're working overtime. All right, so I'm just going to pause here and reflect a little bit. So this is very exciting to me, guys. And this, unlike the other two, which I do agree, the Scream 6 Ghostface with the aged mask, Max Laferriere portraying that Ghostface under the costume, I do believe that there's definitely some more brutality in the Ghostface for 6. However, from what Mason's saying here, guys, I think we truly are going to see the next level of Ghostface that we've never seen before. The fact that he says they do some stuff to the human body that I feel Kevin is breaking ground with, that's very interesting. So I think, guys, these might potentially be some of the very best kills in the franchise. I really do think that. This helps me to think that, because these are very bold statements. He could have just said Ghostface is the most brutal we've ever seen and left it at that. But he went further, and no one's done that in the past that I can recall at all. So new ground is being broken with the human body. I'm telling you guys, some of these death scenes, I have to say, I'm ratcheting up now my expectations because I think they're going to be potentially, like I said, some of our most favorite kill scenes that we've ever seen in the franchise once we see the movie and look back on it. And then when he mentions the prosthetic, I'm like, what? You know, he said he's seen this prosthetic that set the makeup trailer that literally turned his stomach over when he looked at it. And that, guys, is pretty awesome. I mean, there's some stuff that's going to go on here that I really do believe we've never seen in a Scream movie for sure, and possibly you've never seen anywhere before. I don't know. It's possible, the way he's talking. So this is very exciting to me. This gets me really pumped up that Kevin is doing some visually amazing things with special effects, and I'm so excited to find out exactly what this prosthetic is. Mason said you'll know it when you see it, so I'm very excited to see exactly what it is. And not just this one prosthetic, but the overall kills in general I'm excited about right now. Because I do believe we are going to see some new stuff. Now, that may not mean that there's going to be a bunch of new weapons and craziness like that. It just could mean that the way that the killings take place are just brutal. They're there's just extra sauce, if you will, than what we're used to seeing. Anyway, we'll see, obviously, but I'm very hopeful and optimistic that we're going to get some fun kills and some brutal kills in 7. Now, finally, Mason expressed his feelings about working with Neve Campbell, and he said, I get to work with Neve in Scream 7, who I didn't get a great opportunity to see and talk to on a personal level on Scream 5, Gooding explained. So in this case, even just getting to be around her feels like I'm getting part of that history, and I feel better for it. So that's awesome. I love to see the level of respect he has for Neve and the history of the franchise, Wes Craven's work, all of that. I really love to see that. And it seems like Mason really wants to have Chad, the character Chad, really embedded as a legacy character. Like he wants to be known as a part of that history or that legacy. So I don't know if that means he dies or if that means he doesn't die. That's all up in the air. And we have lots of more videos and live streams to discuss that and theorize about that. But I just wanted to bring this to you guys because I thought it was very interesting, very revealing, and is giving us some new insight into what we might can expect, especially from Ghostface. So now I want to know what you guys think about Mason's comments for Scream 7. So I need you to leave your thoughts, your ideas, any theories that this may have sparked in your mind. I need you to leave those in the comments section below right now. And you know I love reading what's on your mind, but I always say you have a voice here, but you only can express that voice through leaving comments here on this video page. If you don't do that, I'll never know what you're thinking, and we'll never be able to maybe have some dialogue with you about it. So please leave your ideas and theories now. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there for this update, but I'll be back soon with more Scream 7 and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.